G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to episode number 10 of the Notts County Road to Glory Career Mode series on FIFA 16. We are into double digits on this series. Hopefully we will see triple digits. I am pretty confident, but if you want to see triple digits and you're happy that we got some freaking double digits, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Your support will see me continue to produce this series, this content. Anywho, the first matchup of today's episode is away from home. We are taking on a side that I considered using for this career mode series. It is Barnet. I think using Notts County was the right decision. Anyway, there is our that is our squad that we're rocking with today. And here is the first highlight. So it is Hoyt passing that one to Stacey. Stacey on the ball here for Barnet, looking for some support, goes himself, and Weston scores an early goal here for Barnet to give them a shock 1-0 lead at home against Notts County. Not happy at all about that. Very, very poor defending on our behalf. But we get a good opportunity here as we hit them on the counter-attack. It goes out here. Palmer, first time ball to Spencer, who gets past the defender into Abra, and a fantastic finesse goal past the goalkeeper there for our centre defensive midfielder, I do believe he is. Or it could even be our centre-back. I'm getting confused between certain players. Anywho, we had the 1-all scoreline here, but in the 51st minute, it is Akinde running up the line, crossing that one. It goes all the way back out to Stacey. Stacey into Lisby. Lisby to Weston. Weston scores, and he picks up his second goal in today's episode. Not very happy about that one at all. And lads, I thought I would let you know that with this series, I'm actually changing up the format. You might be able to get a feel of what I'm doing right now, but I'm going to be putting mainly the goals in this series. I'm only going to be doing about 3 or 4 highlights per matchup, and I want to increase the match number, the number of matches that we actually cover in the episodes, from 3 or 4 to 4 and 5, so 4 or 5, so that we can progress quicker through the series, because it all adds up. You get like 4 games an episode. That's definitely a lot quicker than 3, but anywho, we're going to start that this episode, so let me know what you think of that new style change in the comment section down below. Anywho, the second matchup in today's episode, it is back at home, the Ladbrokes Arena. We are taking on Hartlepool, so hopefully we can get the victory against them. Here is their lineup. Don't recognise any of the players, recognise a couple of the names, but of course, Naismith isn't the one that played for Everton and all that stuff. Anywho, we get the first opportunity here. Hayhurst to McLeod. McLeod to Burke. 26 minutes into it, he goes out to De Silva. De Silva looking for some support. Passing it to McLeod. McLeod taking the long shot and only just missing that one to the left-hand side. Naismith, he's going to take the free kick here for Hartlepool. And unfortunately, Hartlepool do take the 1-0 lead. Naismith free kick does manage to find the back of the net. A very well-worked goal there from the midfielder from Hartlepool. We try to attack into the second half. Smith passing this one to Burke. Burke trying to get past the defender. It goes out to De Silva, who finds a bit of space. He takes the strike, and he finds the back of the net. Kyler De Silva, the former Crystal Palace player, does score an equalising goal here. And unfortunately, that's all that we get from this game. A 1-all draw at home, the Ladbrokes Arena against Hartlepool. Would have liked to get a few more points out of that game, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to take what you have been given. As we take a look at the scout report, we do see a couple of decent players coming into our radar. Ronnie Walton is going to be the first player that we do sign to our youth academy. Looks like a very, very decent player. And then as we push on here, we have a little bit of training. Merritt going up to a 67 rated goalkeeper, which is fantastic to see. Halfway almost at 68. Chris Lee is one of the guys in our youth squad as well. Wanted to join the first team. And you know what? I'm going to offer him that contract. 2 years, £500. Sporadic first team, or sorry, future first team player. I actually did 3 years, so he looks like a decent talent. Pretty sure he is a centre defensive midfielder, so should be interesting to see how he turns out to be if he does accept the first team senior contract. Anywho, the third matchup in today's episode, it is away from home. It is against Cambridge United. Of course, Cambridge United are the side that Chesnoid Gaming, one of my favourite career mode YouTubers, did use for his Road to Glory series last year. And they were one of the sides that I was strongly considering using for my one, but I wanted to be a little bit more original. I didn't want to use a side that has already had that journey. At least a big YouTuber's done them. I don't know how many YouTubers have or are doing Notts County, but I didn't really want to do Cambridge as a lot of people have already done them. 64 minutes into this game against Cambridge, however, Newton is on the ball for them, running up the line. He's looking for some support, decides to get past Hewitt, going himself, squares it to Demetriou. A good save there from Merritt, and is cleared away from Sprockle. 73 minutes into the game, Donaldson running up the line, crossing that one in. It goes to Core. Good save from Merritt, but unfortunately, he doesn't get up and back into position quickly enough. Core does collect the scraps there for Cambridge United, and he does give them a 1-0 lead 74 minutes into this game. Unfortunately, that is how the matchup does end. A 1-0 loss away from home against Cambridge United. Definitely cannot say that we have had a good episode so far. We are hoping to turn it around, however, as we do have Carlisle United in the FA Cup, our first ever FA Cup appearance in this career mode series, and we are definitely interested on going on a decent cup run. The FA Cup, probably my favourite domestic cup in English football, so it is definitely one that we want to do well and get some decent money from it as well. So this is the lineup that we are rocking with, giving Lees his first ever game as a first team Notts County player. They do get the first opportunity here, as on half-time, it does get crossed in here. Ibea does score a goal, and he gives Carlisle United a 1-0 advantage. Our bad episode is just going to worse. It's going worse, but we do get an opportunity. Palmer in the 65th minute, running into the center of the box, smashing that one past the goalkeeper, and Palmer ties up this game here. A 1-1 scoreline with just over 25 minutes to go, so definitely a very interesting scoreline coming up. They do get a late opportunity. 85th minute, Asamoah off the crossbar. Freaking Hope does score the goal and provides us with zero hope. In stoppage time, they do get another opportunity. Kennedy to Asamoah. Asamoah through to Hope. Hope smashing that one, and Hallam Hope, who I do believe used to play for Everton, does give Carlisle a 3-1 lead, stealing all of our hope and knocking us out of the FA Cup to wrap up what has been a very disappointing matchup. Very poor performances on the pitch, but off the pitch, we have been getting work done, growing our players, scouting youth players, and just all-round beasting and feasting. Leagues, our first promotion from the youth academy to our squad, goes up to a 52 rating. But anywho, you can see that poor episode has cost us a lot. We are down to 9th position, the lowest we have been all season, so we definitely need to pick that up. Anyways, fellas, if you enjoyed today's episode of the Notts County Road to Glory Career Mode series, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Make sure that you do subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The links, as per normal, will be in the description down below. But most importantly, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.